Got the AC on, the dryer, microwaves beeping. I got 3 computers on. Dog scratching. Really set my scenes up for these videos. Hello, my name is Thinking Cap, and today's topic is net neutrality, conservatives, and the modern political world. So, over the past couple days, net neutrality has got a lot of attention. It's something that a lot of people are saying is very important to keep now while we can. I think a lot of regular people are shocked to learn that there are conservatives out there who are not supportive of net neutrality. In this video, I'd like to go over some of the reasons why conservatives are against net neutrality, talk a little bit about net neutrality, and make some kind of point at the end. So, some of the reasons why conservatives are against net neutrality. One, in the modern political world, the groups are so polarized. So if you're a conservative, you're conditioned to hate liberals. So when it comes to net neutrality, it's something that liberals seem to support unanimously. If liberals like it, it must be bad. I have to be against it as a conservative. That's what people think. Another reason, if you look at some of the companies that support net neutrality, Facebook, Google, if you're a conservative, you look at these companies and you say, these are terrible companies. They sell our information and they censor us, especially if you're a conservative, because those companies have censored conservative perspectives. If they support net neutrality, I gotta be against it. Another reason conservatives are against net neutrality, just generally, conservatives are against big government. This idea of the government imposing their will upon people, they don't like it. Final reason, there's a couple more. Another reason, the Republican Party is against net neutrality. So you walk the party line as a modern political person. If you're a Republican, you do what the Republican Party tells you. Republican Party is against net neutrality, I'm supposed to be against it. But perhaps the main reason conservatives are against net neutrality is that they think it's bad. They think that it allows companies and the government to control and censor and manipulate people. It's just, once again, the government getting in between people and business. Let's talk a little bit about net neutrality. Net neutrality is basically the idea that all traffic on the internet is valued and weighed the same. Whether you're looking at an article, playing a video game, streaming a show, on social media, whatever, it's all the same. So you buy your service, Comcast, you pay $50, you get 8 megabytes a second, 0.5 upload speed. That's your speed for the month. Regardless of what you're doing, what games you play, what movies you watch, how often you're on the internet, regardless, that's what you get for the whole month. That's basically the idea of net neutrality. There are some companies out there against net neutrality. These companies are internet service providers, major telecom monopoly conglomerates like Comcast, AT&T, Verizon. They don't like net neutrality. So instead of thinking about this politically, I want you to think about it like a rational person. These companies provide internet service. They don't like the way the internet works right now. Why is that? Money. They can envision a different internet. Instead of everything just being, you buy it, that's your service, it's good for the month, they see it in a different way. What if the internet was structured more like digital or satellite television? What if you bought plans and services and you paid more for HBO, you paid more for these channels? I think Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, they envision an internet where instead of buying one service, you buy access. You buy access to the internet. Then you want to play games? You want to play games? Well, you got to get the game boost. That's $12 more a month. You want to stream on Netflix or YouTube? You got to get streaming accessibility. You want to go on social media? You need the social media package. You want to go on news sites? You want to go on Reddit? You got to get the news connectivity accessibility deluxe package. If you question that, you don't think that's the way it is. That's your right. Because the truth is, I don't know for sure that's what Comcast, AT&T, these billion-dollar corporations want. They've never come right out and said, hey, we want to take complete control of the internet and then jack the prices up. Yeah, believe it or not, they've never said that. But they want to change things. So as a rational person, as the logical person I know you are, ask yourself, do these billion-dollar corporations want to change the internet to help us? Hey, we got control. Guess what? We're going to lay down fiber optic cable. We're going to reduce the price. We're going to give you the best service possible because we want to help the American people. Do you think that's what's going to happen? Or do you think these billion-dollar corporations that have one goal, make money, are going to make money? What do you think? I can't tell you what to think. You got to make that choice on your own. Now, this has become a political issue. Reason being that everything in the modern world is mushed together. Economics, politics, personal opinion, it all gets smashed into one ball. So let's go over some of those reasons why conservatives are against net neutrality, see if they hold up. Number one, liberals support net neutrality. I don't like liberals, I don't agree with them. Is that a valid point? You're right as a person. In America, you can disagree with people. You're entitled to your own opinions and beliefs. Liberals are for certain things. You don't have to be in agreement with them, right? But there are certain things that people need regardless of their political or social beliefs. For instance, we all drink water. We all breathe air. We all eat. We all use power. And we all use the internet. Liberals fighting for net neutrality is not equatable to homosexual butt sex. Just because liberals support net neutrality, it doesn't automatically make it horrible. Every single thing liberals believe is not wrong. Now, as human beings, we have one thing in common. The fact that we're human. And if you disagree with me on that, maybe exit out of the video, maybe, there's not a lot I can say to you. Now, the second reason, the companies that support net neutrality. That's a little bit more of a valid point because a lot of these companies have been caught red-handed interfering with your comments, censoring you, limiting you, trying to reshape the narrative. Sure, companies like Facebook have put out a lot of fake news. Companies like Google manipulate searches so certain things don't show up. So if you're a conservative and you feel like these companies are interfering with your right as an American to have freedom of speech, I'm with you right there. Even though I like those companies a little bit, I agree with you. But companies like Google, Facebook, Netflix, they support net neutrality because net neutrality makes them money. As we use the internet more and more, as there's more data and traffic, these companies make more money. Google makes more money in a net neutral internet than a throttled internet, where these conglomerates control everything. So you can dislike the companies, but the reason they support this is money mainly. Now, hey, maybe with more control they will try to change what you say, but there are other places on the internet where you can speak your mind. Now, the third reason, this government interfering in your life, telling you what to do, government control, big government. Let me get closer here. Who do you think is in the government? Is the government controlled by these NWO liberals? The government is a 40-60 split Republican-Democrat. It shifts back and forth. Republicans control the government as much as Democrats do. So this evil big government that you envision, it's part you. If you're a conservative, if you're a Republican, your people are part of the problem. They're in there causing the same problems. Now you might argue, yeah, but my people are fighting for me. They're trying to fix the problems. Maybe this is a topic for another video, but do you really think that these millionaires, these highly successful rich people who are in the government growing their own power, do you really think they care about us? Like, really? I don't want to get off topic, but this evil government you imagine, it's not solely one side. It's a certain type of person out for themselves. And that's going to be that way regardless of net neutrality. They could change the whole system of the internet, but the political system is going to be the same. Now, the final reason, the idea that net neutrality is going to prevent people from speaking their mind. It's going to be used as a tool to manipulate people. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how bad it's going to get. I don't know how terrible the manipulation would be. But the way it is now, and the way it could be under a non-net neutral environment, it's not going to make any difference. What does it matter? These companies that you hate are still going to do what they want. The people causing problems in the government are still going to do what they want. The only difference in this battle for net neutrality is a choice. The internet as it is now, where you buy it and you get it for the month, or a completely different system where companies can charge you whatever they want. That's it. You could pull away all the politics, all your personal opinion, and that's all you have to decide. Do you want an internet where you buy it and that's what you get for the month, or do you want to buy access and then pay more for every little thing you want to do and face the possibility of being throttled, told you can't use that much data, you got to pay more to get more, you get overbilled for every little megabyte you go over? And the real shame of this is that thousands and thousands of conservatives are standing up against net neutrality to defend companies like Comcast and AT&T and Verizon, as if these are noble companies, as if these companies are great, as if these monopolistic companies that only care about money, as if they need your help. Because of politics, because of hatred of the other side, you have thousands of people basically getting on their knees, opening their mouth, and slobbering all over Comcast, AT&T, and Verizon, willingly giving up their right to the internet. The same people who talk about how important it is to have rights and be free and be independent. These are the people unzipping the pants of these monopolies and saying, just shove it in, baby. I hate liberals, just shove that smacking big old hot dog in my mouth. Oh, I can't stand Democrats, but shove that big old hot dog in my mouth. So if net neutrality gets, hey, maybe these really great companies like AT&T and Comcast, who always try to help people, maybe they're just going to start laying the fiber optic cable and giving all kinds of great deals. Or maybe, just maybe, they're going to go on a money-grabbing, berserk rage feeding frenzy to get everything they can. And just maybe 2 years from now, people like me and people like you, regular people who go out and work, and maybe we have different political opinions, but still people, maybe then we're paying $120 a month for our internet, just for the right to go on places like YouTube and Google and Facebook and Breitbart or whatever websites you go to. Comcast, man, that's late stage capitalism right there. That's modern. That's the modern political world. You got people defending corporations, the same people who say, no, you don't give that person food stamps, they're stealing my money. The same people are out there bending over for monopolies, saying, please hurt me.